I'm about to break down the top 3 most dominant defenses in Madden 24 that you need to win more games starting now. YouTube, what is up? It is your boy Duke, back here from sportsgamers.com. And if you need help on defense, then man, you found the right video because I'm about to turn your defense up. So in this video, I'm going to break down the 3 best defenses in the game right now. And for each defense, I'm going to break down the playbook they're in, these subs you're going to want to use with each, the recommended coaching adjustments, and then give you guys the best play setup to use with each defense. So we're just going to get right into it, starting at number 3. We're going to look at Dime. Now, Dime has been underrated all year long, but there's a new defensive line A-B gap nano blitz that really nobody knows about that is so hard to block. It's a very easy setup that you can mix in with good coverage D. Now, with this play in particular, you do want to make sure you have fast D linemen in the game, especially that the left of screen D tackle where you see you have Warren Sapp. Now, Dime can be found in a few books. I think I have KC in this video because it fits with the Super Bowl theme team, gives you an extra boost, or extra chemistry, I should say. But I prefer Jets, but anything with Dime will work. Now, the coaching adjustments are actually very important because you really need to make sure you have auto flip off with the alignment set to default. I'll explain why once we get into the setup. You can set your zone drops. Personally, I don't have them. The only thing you have to do is auto flip off with default alignment. The reason why you need auto flip off is because you need to flip this play to get the correct defensive alignment to send this nano blitz. The play we're going to do it from is the cover 3 buzz seam. Now, let's just break down how this works. And if you want more great Madden 24 content, I do daily tip videos, gameplays, and news on my channel. Make sure you subscribe, drop me a like, comment on the video. All the support really helps me out as a content creator, continue to be able to bring you guys this free content. So, really all I'm going to do here is press my coverage. To do that, you hit coverage audible. Then you hit down on the left analog stick. So that's triangle or Y, depending upon your system, down on the left analog stick. The reason why we want this flipped is because when we pinch our defensive line, as we do here, which is left on the D-pad, then down on the left stick, when you flip your play from dime, you'll see you get your 3D linemen lined up on the left of the screen over the center, the left guard, and the left tackle. Now, the reason why you want it on default is because on default, you're going to get more times than not these slot corners lined up right next to the D ends. That's what you want because you want to blitz this guy straight down. You want him to be next to the D end. If he's too far out, you might have to slide him in, which I'll explain in a second here. But other than that, you're going to blitz the slot corner. You're going to slant your defensive line inside, which to do that, you hit left on the D-pad, then down on the right stick. And you can see when you do that, these are how the angles look. They're all slanted inside. Now, you're going to put your user on a blitz angle. You're not going to blitz. You just do that because it basically will make sure you don't get nano detected. Now, as we snap the ball right here, we're just playing coverage over the middle. And you guys can see, I get essentially 3 people that are just bum rush the quarterback. That's not really what normally happens. You know, I just have D-line X factors on right now, so sometimes they just throw the blockers to the ground. But more times than not, what ends up happening, as you're going to see in a second here, is that D-tackle, he's just going to come straight up the A-gap for the sack. Now, if you look at the replay, you'll see exactly how this worked. Basically, the center got occupied by the D-tackle that's lined up directly over the top of him, and because we crashed the defensive line down on the left of the screen with that slot corner blitzing, they let the left of screen D-tackle right up the A-gap. Now, this blitz is really nice because if you try to slide protect right, which a lot of people do on A-gap blitzes, it does not work. Now, only other thing you need to know about this blitz is, like I said, you need this defensive back in the slot on the left of the screen lined up right next to this D lineman. You know, this is where you need him because this distracts the tackle, the left side of the O-line, letting the A-gap come through. If you came out and you saw your slot corner was, too far, like a couple yards into the slot, just move him in, move him about here, and that's all you really need to do. Now, I really do like this defense because you can, bluff the blitz. You could start just sending, your 4-man rush at them and, just at this point making it a shed defense. If they're expecting the blitz, they start blocking extra people. Just go ahead and mix in rushing 4 without blitzing that slot corner. And as you guys can see here, you'll still get good pressure, especially if you have D-line X factors. So number 2 on the list is going to be the 4-3 even. The 4-3 even has been good all year, but it's really changed. Early in the year, it was mostly a coverage defense, disengage, block shed defense. Now it's really a blitzing defense. And you have some really good blitzes that are easy to set up. Now, the only thing you really need to make sure of this defense is, you want your 3 linebackers to be lurk artists. They're, even though you're going to blitz a lot, if you do want to play in coverage, that is important. And I personally think it's really nice to be able to have some defensive ends that have lurk artists too, or at least a 1. So if you do want to mix in playing on a defensive end and coverage, you can. This gives you more versatility. Now, the coaching adjustments for this defense are going to be auto flip off, base alignment. We're going to go ahead and leave our zone drop set to default. You could change those again if you wanted. But the only important things you have to do for sure, is use auto flip off with base alignment. So we have two main plays I'm going to look at in this video for 4-3 even. Sam will blitz, cover 4 quarters. We're going to come out in the cover 4 quarters. Now, the cover 4 quarters is nice because it allows you to blitz from either side of the screen.
Do you want to become a better Madden player and win more games? If so, check out my premium Madden strategy website, sportsgamers.com. I have built sportsgamers.com to provide you with the best Madden tips, best Madden ebooks and schemes, all from the pros at the lowest price possible. I have helped thousands upon thousands of Madden players improve their games, and I can help you as well. Our VIP Madden membership is our best offer yet. This membership will include all of our Madden ebooks all year long and hundreds of weekly Madden Vault tip updates to keep you ahead of the game. Click the link in the description and use coupon code DUKE for 10% off your order.
So with cover 4 quarters, I really like this defense because it does give me the ability to blitz either from the right or the left. So the one thing I always do with these defenses just disguise what I'm doing, and it does allow you to mix in just the regular blocks of defenses to pinch the defensive line. So as soon as I break the huddle, I hit left on the D-pad and then left on the left stick to pinch the defensive line. Now, the next step depends if you want to blitz from the right or the left. So let's say that you want to blitz the linebacker on the right of the screen. So when you want to blitz a single linebacker, you can just click on them like this. So let's say I want to blitz the one on the left. I can just click on them, blitz them down. And then you just want to crash the defensive line to the side you're blitzing from. So say you're blitzing from the left, go ahead, crash the defensive line to the left. To do that, you'll hit left on the D-pad and then to the left on the right stick. And at this point, you're just going to take your user on a blitz angle and kind of stand over the center. This just makes them think you're blitzing when you're really not. And I always do like to shade my coverage down for hard flats out of this defense. So your job here is really just guard the middle of the field. You'll see that, you don't actually have to blitz. You're just taking that step forward to distract the to distract the O-line and guarding the middle of the field. This is the type of defense to where if they don't block anybody, they are going to get very quick pressure right in their face. You guys can see here, that guy comes completely free. All I had to do was just take away the first guy over the middle. And I mean, you guys can see, they're about to get sacked before anyone even has a chance to get into their route. This is a really quick blitz. Now, some people might see this blitz and just panic and start blocking a bunch of people. If they start to do that, that's when you want to run the Sam Will Blitz, because the Sam Will Blitz will actually get 2 players free, so just one guy blocking will not be enough. So the setup to this one is really, really easy. First thing you do is, again, you pinch your defensive line. Again, to do that, you hit left on the D-pad, and then you just hit down on the left stick. Then you want to crash your defensive line out. To do that, you hit left on the D-pad, up on the right stick. That will make the D lineman crash out, allowing these linebackers to come off the edge free. Again, you put your user on a blitz angle, stand over the center. Now, this one, you are responsible for somebody, whether it's the running back or tight end. You are responsible for someone in man coverage. So, definitely make sure you get that guy that you're responsible for in playing coverage. Otherwise, they're going to have a big play. So, guys, if you regularly watch my videos, it's probably no surprise to you that dollar is #1 on the list. I've made a lot of different videos about dollar. You can do a lot from dollar, but I'm probably going to give you what I would consider to be the #1 pro defensive setup right now from this dollar. A lot of people run dollar and they see the pros run it, and then they wonder why their A-gap blitz is not working, but the pros does. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of pros, they don't tell you the full story. They leave out little bits of information that really make a big difference. So I'm just going to share with you guys the real pro setup from dollar that a lot of people have been hiding from you. So what you're going to want to do, again, coaching adjustments here. Auto flip off, base alignment. We have auto flip off because this A-gap really works from the left. It doesn't really work that good from the right. Base alignment, it's important. And again, the zone drops, I mean, you can change them if you want, but you don't have to. So the subs are simple. I mean, you just really need to make sure you have a fast linebacker coming on the left. You're going to use the one on the right, so make sure that's a good user. Again, not too complicated. And the play is the free safety zone blitz. So this is the play that a lot of people just can't get to work, but then they see the pros do it, and they don't understand why the pros works every single time. Well, I'm about to explain to you. So the setup is very easy. You just press your coverage, triangle Y, down on the left stick, right? That presses your coverage, brings your D-backs up. Then you're going to pinch your D-line. You hit left on the D-pad, down on the left stick. You're going to want to put that safety that's blitzing, just put them in a hook zone. You don't want them blitzing. I like to shape my coverage underneath to get hard flats. Now, most people are just going to take their user, stand over the guard on the blitz angle on the right of the screen, and they want that linebacker to come free. He will if you do this, but it's inconsistent. The step that most people don't know about, most people miss because the pros, they just don't tell you about it. So you got to back up that right of screen slot corner, man. So the reason why the pros don't tell you to back up this corner on the right is because that pretty much negates the popular slide protection people do. A lot of people want to slide right, and when you slide right against this, it just doesn't work. So that's why you really need to do that. And all you're going to really do if you're a user is just guard the short middle and the right seam. That's it, man. There's really going to be nothing coming open quickly enough that will get by this blitz. And it's only a 4-man blitz, too. You know, right now, the best thing to do is to use deep zone KO on your outside corners to protect the sidelines. Mid zone KO is really, really good this year, too. I love deep zone and mid zone. Those are the two main ones I use. You guys can see with hard flats and quick flats taken away, that hook zone is going to guard the left kind of like seam. You guard the right short middle. And there's really just nothing open here. You're going to take that sack. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Shed some light on the best defenses to use. If you did like it, smash that like button. Until next time, it's your boy Duke, and I'm out of here.